Hello everyone. Welcome you all to a new session where we are going to learn the basic Hindi. Now, always Hindi has been a troublesome process for some of us. We feel that it is very difficult to communicate in Hindi, though we are able to understand, but we are not able to speak back. And because of our reluctancy, we don't even take efforts to try learning this language. But my dear friend, it is very simple and very easy to learn Hindi if you follow these basic steps that I am going to teach you today. So hope you will find it easy and informative to inculcate it in your practical life. So are we all ready to get started? So let's see the screen and try to understand what are the basic commands which we generally use in our day-to-day usages. Okay, so let's see the screen for our first set of words. So greetings. Greeting is something which we need in our day-to-day life. Let it be in our house, let it be in our surrounding, our neighborhood, in the school, in office premises, or anywhere in our locality. Right? So the moment we see anyone, whether it's a known or an unknown person, we tend to greet them. We tend to wish them. So how do you do the same thing in Hindi? We call it as Namaste Ji. What do we call it as? Namaste Ji. So Ji is generally a respect which we give to the people in order to make them feel little privileged, right? So if it is a known person, if they are senior than us, we tend to add the word Ji in order to provide that respect to them, right? So in English, when we say greetings, in Hindi we mean it as Namaste Ji. All right? Okay. So now when you are meeting someone in the morning, definitely the first word we say is good morning, right? So in Hindi, the same thing is called as Shubh Prabhat. What is it called as? Shubh Prabhat. So Shubh means when you do something good, right? So Shubh is generally used for a blessing. It is generally used as best regards, wishes. So we use the word Shubh and Prabhat stands for morning. Shubh Prabhat. Alright. Now assume that you are meeting a person in the evening time. Right. So we tend to say good evening, sir, good evening, ma'am. Right. So the same thing we will be conveying in Hindi as Shubh Sandhya. Sandhya stands for evening. So Shubh Sandhya. Okay. Now when you are ending your day, say you are taking an off from your office, you say good night. You want to wish your family members good night. So good night is denoted as Shubh Ratri. So Ratri stands for night. Shubh Ratri. Now assume that your son or your daughter gets up in the morning. You say let's take an example that your son's name is Rohan. So you say good morning Rohan. So we will be wishing them in Hindi as Shubh Prabhat Rohan. Okay. Assume that you are wishing your parents in the evening time when you give a phone call. Good evening daddy. Good evening mummy. So in Hindi, when you are going to call them or wish them good evening, if it is your dad, you are going to say Shubh Sandhya Pitaji. For daddy you say Pitaji. And if you are calling your mom, you say Shubh Sandhya Mataji. Okay. And assume that you are saying good night to your friend. And assume that your friend's name is Rakesh. So when you say good night Rakesh, in Hindi you can say it as Shubh Ratri Rakesh. So I hope you are clear of how to use these basic commands in Hindi easily without any difficulty. So let's see the next set of words which we generally use in our day-to-day usages. Now, when you have to ask someone to come here, so Let's assume that you are asking your child to come here. So how will you say that in Hindi? It is idhar aao. Yahan aao. Okay. So you can either use the word yahan or you can use the word idhar. Okay. So yahan means here. Okay. Aao means come. So yahan aao. All right. Let's see the next one. Go there. You are asking a child to go there. Like go there, your bus is coming. So how will you say that in Hindi? So in Hindi, we say it as wahan jao. So there means wahan and go means jao. So wahan jao. Rohan wahan jao. Rohan, go there. Mary, idhar aao. Mary, come here. Is it clear? Okay, let's see the next one. Keep quiet. The very common instruction we give to our kids at home, the very common instruction which the teachers give to the class when the kids are making lot of noise. So how will you convey this instruction in Hindi? We say it as Shant rahe. How can we say it, friends? Shant rahe. Shant stands for quiet and rahe stands for keep. So Shant rahe. It is a polite way of requesting to the people in a formal way. So we say it as Shant rahe, and as I said earlier, Shant rahe is a very polished way, in a very polite and formal way you are asking the other person to maintain the quietness in the atmosphere. Okay, you can even tell it to the kids, Shant rahe, so that they don't feel very offensive about the situation. All right. Okay, so shall we see what is the next word coming in? Wake up fast. This is again something which we use daily for our kids, right? Because they might miss out their bus. So how are we going to convey the same thing in Hindi? Let's see. So wake up fast can be said as jaldi utho. Okay, how can it be said, friends? Jaldi utho. Jaldi stands for fast and utho stands for wake up. Jaldi utho. Say for example, I am giving this instruction to my son Raghav. I will say, Raghav, wake up fast. So the same thing I can say in Hindi as Raghav, jaldi utho. Krishna, jaldi utho. Monica, jaldi utho. So whoever you are calling, you can call that person's name. You can give a pause and say jaldi utho. Alright, so let's do a quick recap once again. Come here can be said as yahan aao. As I said earlier, yahan stands for here and aao stands for come. Okay, Mohan yahan aao. Radha yahan aao. Alright, next go there. So go there can be said as wahan jao. Wahan stands for there and jao stands for go. Okay, we can say Monica wahan jao. Reena wahan jao. Lakshmi wahan jao. Alright, next keep quiet can be said as Shant rahe. So you can call out the person's name and say, for example, if you want to say children, keep quiet, you can say bachcho shant rahe. So bachcho stands for children or kids. So you can say bachcho shant rahe. All right. And the last one, wake up fast. So wake up fast can be said as jaldi utho. Jaldi stands for fast and utho stands for wake up. So I guess these instructions were quite easy to learn and understand, right? So shall we see the next set of words? Okay, so let's see what is the next one. Now, go to sleep. Again, when the kids have to wake up early, naturally they need to go to sleep fast. right? So how are you going to say that in Hindi? So go to sleep can be said as, so go to sleep can be said as so jao. It can be said as so jao. So jao means go. We learnt it earlier, right? And for sleep it is so. So jao. I can say Mohan so jao. Reena so jao. Sai so jao. Alright. So you can mention the name of a person and then you can say so jao. Alright. Let's see the next one. Bring me the food. Again, a common instruction which everyone uses in their house. Right. Bring me the food. So how will you convey this in Hindi? Bhojan lao. Alright. So bhojan stands for food and lao stands for bring. So bhojan lao. Some places you can even find people using the word as khana, right? So bhojan and khana both are the same. So you can either say bhojan lao or you can say khana lao. Alright, let's see the next one. Give me water. Again, a common instruction which we use regularly. So how do you convey that in Hindi? Let's see. Pani lao. So, pani stands for water. Pani and lao stands for get me. Okay. So, pani lao. You are telling your mother, please give me some water. So, you can say ma pani lao. Okay. You are asking your sister, that sister get me water. So, for sister we say behen. So, behen pani lao. Alright, let's see the next one. Play inside. Now, when it is very sunny outside and you don't want your kids to go outside, you instruct them play inside. How do you say that in Hindi? Let's see. So, play inside can be said as andar khelo. How can it be said, friends? Andar khelo. So, andar stands for inside. Andar means inside and khelo means play. Andar khelo. Now, you are saying kids play inside. For kids, you can say bachcho andar khelo. Okay. If you are instructing it to your son Rahul, you say Rahul play inside. You can say it as Rahul andar khelo. Alright. So, let's have a quick recap of the same once again. When you have to say go to sleep, you will be saying it as so jao, wherein so means sleeping and jao means go. Alright. Next, when I have to say bring me food, so I would say the same as bhojan lao. So, bhojan stands for food and lao stands for bring. Alright. When I have to say get me water, so I would say as pani lao, wherein pani stands for water and lao stands for getting. Alright. The next one, play inside. I would say the same as andar khelo, wherein andar stands for inside and khelo means play. So, I hope these instructions were also easy for you to follow and you can try speaking the same in Hindi comfortably without any difficulty. So, let's see the next set of words. Now, see you later. Whenever you have to use this with your colleagues, with your friends or with anyone whom you have met after a long time, how would you say that in Hindi? Let's see. It can be said as fir milenge. How will you say? Fir milenge. Fir means later. Okay. And milenge means see you. Alright. So, see you later can be said as fir milenge. Now, if I have to say see you later friend, I will say this as fir milenge dost. Dost means friend. If I have to say see you later Disha, I will be saying fir milenge Disha. If I have to say see you later dad, I will be saying as fir milenge Pitaji. Alright, let's see the next one. Oh my God. Again, whenever we are in a tension, when things don't go in an expected way, this is a very common phrase which comes in our mind. Oh my God. So how do we say that in Hindi? Hey Bhagwan. How do we say? Hey Bhagwan. So Bhagwan means God. Okay, and hey is an exclamation. Alright, so oh my God can be said as Hey Bhagwan. Alright, okay, let's see the next one. See you again. So how are we going to say this particular conversation in Hindi? So see you again will also be said as Fir milenge. Right? Fir milenge. So see you again and see you later. As we all know that later and again, they are synonyms. They mean the same, right? So in Hindi, for both these commands, we use the common statement fir milenge. Okay, let's see the next one. How are you? Again, a very common question which we ask someone when we meet them the next day or after some time. So how do you say that in Hindi? Kaise ho? Okay, so how are you can be said as kaise ho. Alright, so let's have a quick recap once again. So when I have to say see you later, I will be saying as fir milenge. I have to say see you later mom, I can say as fir milenge ma, fir milenge mataji. Alright, when I have to say see you again, for that also we are going to use the same dialogue or the same conversation, fir milenge. Okay, now when I have to say oh my God, I would be saying it as Hey Bhagwan. Right? How would I say? I would say it as Hey Bhagwan. Okay, and when I have to ask someone how are you, I would be asking it as kaise ho. So hope you found these instructions quite easy and informative to learn and practice.